Well, hello there, Pisces. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the second week of October. We're talking about the 6th through the 12th. I have the 12 cards in front of me. Yes, I said 12. I'm doing a new spread this month. I don't know if you saw what the overview or not. Pardon me. But yeah, if you saw the overview, you have an idea what I'm talking about here. But if you haven't seen the overview and you're returning, thank you so much. Or if you're new, welcome. And I want to share with you that I'm doing a spread that's different than before. And it has the 12, it's loosely based on the 12 houses of the astrological chart. And I'm using the tarot to expand on each individual house. And then we're going to go into, in this week, going in depth, we're going to go where you are, what's blocking, what your solution is in each of those 12 houses. So 12 cards are here from the overview, and let's go ahead and get started. Look at these. Yep. I'm using one entire deck per week. So this is the deck we're using, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I'm going to go ahead and start laying these cards out so that you can see what is happening. What's blocking you is the second round right here. And then the third round will be your solution. All right. While I'm doing this, I want to talk to you about messages from my better guides and my angels. They are telling me very clearly that we are all in a place where we're all getting the same messages. So it's very interesting to see all the changes that I'm going through as well as everybody else. There's so much happening. I'm excited to share it. So we're embracing the change. That's really the biggest message for everybody, is to embrace the change. Don't fight it. You may want to step up and be a part of the solution. That means to stand up for who you are, embrace your family, create some family, watch your finances, stay organized. Write things down so that you're better prepared for what's going on. If you have a checklist, you can check things off. It's good, and it helps keep you on point. All right? This is all very cool stuff, and that's generally what's going on for all 12 signs. I know that seems like a lot because it kind of is, but we're up to it, okay? And these are all the cards I'm going to put out for today, and that is so good. Let's go ahead and look at this beautiful thing. This is the self department. This is the area that's all about what's going on inside your head this week. What are your gears working on? Okay. So what we have here is Pisces. We have this Three of Pentacles showing me that you're still feeling abundant and you're still looking for ways and means to make more money. And it's a big deal. You are working through the financial stuff and feeling kind of confident about how you're handling it. So good for you. Don't be afraid to hire up, meaning that you hire people or you work with people who know more than you do, because then they'll do what you need them to do very well, and you don't have to be the brilliant one all the time, okay? You're brilliant in certain areas, but not all. Let somebody else be brilliant in their area. So what's blocking you in your noggin? Speed. Trying to do things too fast this week will ruin it, okay? So I want you to take a minute and take a breath and try to slow up a little bit, okay? You are trying to race ahead and get to the finish line before you even get started, and we need to just do the thing in order, okay? So like I said, make a list, be methodical, be organized. Try very hard not to push yourself or others so hard that they can't meet your speed, okay? It doesn't make them bad people. It means that maybe they're trying to be more careful and not chop things off, okay? Be careful. Be careful yourself, all right? And of course, if you can slow down a bit, the Empress shows up to say you're going to be able to manifest anything you want, all right? But the key is to slow down, all right? Slowing down, yeah, going too fast is going to block you. So definitely slow the heck down and you'll manifest everything you need, okay? You'll have everything you need and nothing you don't, all right? Cool. So let's go ahead and talk now about your money department. You're feeling strong, you're feeling ready, you're feeling capable of stepping out into this new area, getting ready to do the right things, and you're feeling there's some structure to this. So I love that you have some structure about what you're doing. I feel like there's already a company name, there's already some ground. You've been working on this, so you have some stuff pre-arranged as you step into the next thing, and you're getting your bank account worked out. This is good news. Try not to be afraid as you're stepping through all these hoops. I know it's hard. It's hard for people who aren't used to doing hoops and paperwork and legals. The fact is, one at a time, it'll all work out, okay? Just try not to push it too fast, too hard. Stick with clients that are your friends or people who need a little help and are less likely to freak out and be obnoxious if things don't go 100% according to plan, okay? And right now we're talking about how the 10 of Wands is here, showing that your solution is to take your ideas and get moving, okay? So take your ideas and get moving, but you don't have to run, you can walk, all right? That's good news. I like that. Very good news. We're talking about moving along through your money stuff without being afraid. Perfect. Let's talk about the communication department, all right? So using your gut, you're going to want to follow your intuition. It's going to be very on point. You want to make sure your intuition is taking care of business and making sure everything is going according to plan. This is going to be very good for you. You have what it takes. Everything is happening just the way it should, okay? Now then, all of your wishes are not going to be fulfilled within this communication situation, okay? You're probably going to find new things you still have to do, okay? So follow your gut. Your gut will tell you which things are critical. Put them in order of priority and then do those, okay? So you're just going to put things in priority order. Everything won't be exactly perfect, and that's okay. But you're going to get them in priority order, and you're going to start picking them off one at a time, all right? You will rally the troops. You will have people helping you in certain areas. Okay, so-and-so is going to go over there and do that. So-and-so is going to go over there and do that. And it might not even be you that will carry the, you may have a spouse or a person who's working with you that you decide, okay, you're the booker, you're the book learner. I'm going to have you go ahead and take the contractor's license test, right? If you need a license to do something and you need the license, you might have somebody else within the company do that and be the one who carries the number, right? They'll be very much so involved in everything you're doing, and insofar as you plan and make a bid for a job, you're going to make sure that it's meeting the rules. But you may not have to be the one who does it this week, right? So you can delegate. You can do some delegation to the people that you rally, all right? You don't have to do every little thing. You can have certain people do certain things that are in their wheelhouse and that they're very good at. It's going to be great. You're going to love this. Let's talk about your family. All right, your family is, somebody in your family is, I feel, needing some financial assistance or at least financial advice. They may come looking for it. They're going to be a little on the downtrodden side. They're going to be in a mood, all right? Feeling defeated, feeling kind of worthless already, so we won't want to kick them, okay? Don't kick the people who are coming to tell you their story. It doesn't mean you have to solve it. It just means they want you to hear their story. Nine of Wands is blocked. So the Nine of Wands is always about standing up for who you are and being strong and all that stuff. You don't need to defend yourself right now. You didn't do anything wrong. Everything is fine. There's a situation where you just need to be a listener, okay? You listen, you hear them out, right? Let them talk. Don't defend yourself. In this one situation, you being a person who stands up for who you are isn't really going to fix this project, okay? So hear them, understand them. And then we have the Death card, showing that there's something about this situation that you just can't fix, change, or alter, right? There's something about this that you need to let go of. This could be physical stuff. This could be a way of thinking. This could be a job. And this could be a relationship. So something about this is turning into like a let go, right? You're going to need to let something go here. I want you to consider talking, seeing what, let them tell you what their solution is for their own problem. And if you can work with that, maybe you and this person in your family won't be associated as much anymore, but they'll have felt like they got heard and they got to say what they wanted to say, and you're like, okay, cool, as you wish. And maybe they're the ones cutting you out of their life, saying, look, I'm not okay with you having done wada, even though it was totally legal and appropriate in the moment. They're mad and they're sad, but they may want to change the relationship between you and them to accommodate that situation. So pay attention to what that is and how you respond to it. I feel like if you let them make the call about what they want to do, you'll be better suited in the situation to you're not going to be, in there trying to Superman this situation. You can't rescue it. You can't fix it. You can't change it. These people don't want to be fixed and helped at this point. Certainly not by you. All right, Pisces, I'm sorry about that. That's not what we hope for. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke where it don't belong, okay? Let's move on to your passions. What is it you feel passionate about? Right now, you are in a position where you need to fight for what you feel passionate about, okay? And the ability to afford it. I feel like you're fighting for time. You're fighting for time to do the thing that you love, all right? Yeah, it's a Knight of Pentacles, but the fact is, its worth and value to you needs to be fought for so that people understand this is the thing that makes me normal and sane. I need to go do this for a minute, okay? Just give me a couple of hours one day, and I'm going to go do this on a Sunday, and I'll come back feeling normal. Yay! And it will be something you need to fight for and or schedule, all right? So then we have the Nine of Pentacles is blocking in this situation. And this Nine of Pentacles means that just this week, you're going to be lucky to get an hour to yourself, okay? So do what you need to do to get that 1 hour and make it count. But you're not going to have a lot of freaking time this week, okay? Allow for that. Realize that this week is jam-packed with stuff to do and people to talk to and projects to work on, and there's no downtime, okay? Whatever downtime you get, you're going to schedule it, you're going to work it out. There's not a lot of time to do this, okay? I mean, if it's fishing and half your time is spent driving there and back, that's going to be a real time suck. So you might have to find something else that will fulfill the obligation. I feel like what you need is something that will turn your brain off and let you take a break from thinking. This can be many different things. So I'm going to let you fill that blank for yourself, figure out what you can do as an alternate situation for this that will fulfill that obligation. Hopefully you have more than one hobby, more than one thing that fills you with passion. Maybe you have something you can do at home that's pretty silly but wonderful. Whether it's zoning out on video games, that would be great. Do that for an hour and just decompress a little bit. And it's great, okay? We have this is your solution for the week. You need to stand up for one thing that you want, all right? You need to stand up for your idea, all right? You're like, okay, I'm going to do something different than my normal thing, and I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to do it for a shorter period of time than I need at all, but I'm going to need it, okay? And so you're going to stand up for that one thing you need, and people are going to be like, okay, he's made concessions. We're going to make concessions too. We're going to give him that hour that he needs or she needs, and that person is going to get what they need, all right? Whether it's you sitting in a corner reading a book or playing the video game for an hour or just unplugging from your phone and everything else to go poke around in the garden. Whatever you need to ground yourself, get yourself back in your body and be really comfortable with what's happening, or at least ready to go again. It's like a cup of coffee for you, okay? So you're going to handle this and you're going to come back refreshed. Huzzah! Very nice. Well done. Okay, so now let's look in the work/health department, right? We're talking about the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options in front of you. I'm telling you, you are busy, okay? You have lots of opportunities knocking on your door. Oh, we want you to do this and that and the other thing. I mean, this doesn't have to be a contractor situation, but it could be, I mean, if you're a beautician and you have all kinds of capabilities, you're going to have lots of people wanting different things. Oh, I want to get my eyebrows. No way, I want to do a facial. I want to do a haircut. I want to do all these different things. And you can do them all. The fact remains, you have to schedule them, get them all in their wheelhouse, and maybe you're needing to open up a business, starting a new spa all your own, right? Very cool. I love the idea of it, and certainly some of you are going to be doing that kind of thing, and others will be opening a contractor business, okay? But you want to make sure your licenses are up to date, and anyone you hire has a proper license to do what they do, all right? So you're good. I really like that. Yeah, your Two of Cups is here telling me that your partnership is going to be in the way right now of you doing a lot of your work. Your partner in life may not feel integrated into the situation yet. We have talked somewhere along the line about you needing to get him or her a job, so they feel included in the situation. It's going to be important for you to do that. You might want to think about that in advance of the week when we talk about that, because I think it's further down the line. We saw it in the overview. But this person for this week will be feeling left out and unincorporated. So they'll be making a lot of noise so that they can be involved. Maybe they just want to help you decorate your spa. I don't know. But this is something that's going on where you need to acknowledge them a little bit. Otherwise, they will be all up in your way, okay? So maybe you can delegate something to them. Or delegating things to other people. Awesome. We're already talking about the need to get other people on board. Your partner might be one of them. Yep, all those options. You need a minute alone to think about all the options and how you're going to organize this mess, okay? So, do what you can. Get a minute alone. It's not going to be a long minute, but it'll be an important minute, okay? You'll come out refreshed, feeling amazing, with a vision. Ha-ha! But if you don't let your vision come to life, you have no idea what you're going to share, all right? So, we're going to talk about the health department, all right? How does this relate to your health, Pisces? You have opportunities and ways to handle your health. You may have a certain situation going on. Some of my Pisces may have a certain health situation going on that has multiple opportunities or ways of dealing with it. You need to pick something. Start picking a couple of those that'll help you along your way and get into the solution for yourself, all right? Your partner is not going to be on board with what you choose. Just be aware of that. You're like, hey man, I don't have a lot of time for a big workout or anything. I'm just going to, take a few pills and do a couple of crunches and then I'm done. And your partner's going, I don't think that's okay. I think you need more. And the fact is, their opinion is great, but you have to be able to do whatever you decide. So if you can't fit anything more than that into your schedule, you're going to have to work it out. I mean, this person's going to have to take a back seat, but I mean, and you can only do what you can do, right? So they're going to have opinions about that. And so it feels like you may have to do what you want to do alone. If you've decided running is your thing and you're like, your partner's like, I don't run and I'm not going to run. You're like, okay, I'll do it by myself. I don't have to have you along for everything I do, so I'm going to go and do what I can do, all right? So that's interesting. I appreciate what that is. It's very important, all right? Let's go ahead and look at this situation here, which is going to be marriage and partnerships, right? So we have marriage and partnerships. Your relationships are here. We have King of Wands. The King of Wands is here telling me that, yeah, check it out, man. Feeling down to earth, feeling pretty easygoing, feeling like you're grounded and centered in what you're thinking about. And you're feeling like this should be you, right? You're hoping it's you. I feel like I should be a very down-to-earth, easygoing person within my relationship. This is something that you're striving for. This doesn't feel like you're already there. It feels like you're striving for this. You're working towards it. It's not there yet. What's blocking you is this Four of Cups. Feeling grounded in love. Feeling completely squared away in your heart center, right? Feeling like a strong foundation right now. Maybe the foundation feels a little funny right now. So being that, and it might be that you're self-fulfilling that situation by not being here yet, by not being the King of Wands yet, not being the chill dude or chill chick, is making your partner off kilter. And so they're not bringing the love the way they usually do. The supportive, awesome love that you're used to, they're a little off. But we have justice showing up, saying that things are going to balance out and get more even and get more fair. Okay, so my answer here is act as if you're the chill dude. What would the chill dude do? What would the down-to-earth, cool, easygoing, mellow, masculine energy person do in this situation within your relationship? You're going to do what you can do. You're going to be as supportive of the other person as you possibly can. And you're going to keep things as square and even as possible. I know you need a little time to yourself, but you're going to need a little time for them too. Remember to be appreciative in all levels, all right? Appreciate your partner for what they're bringing and what they're doing and how they're handling it. They're doing the best they can to be supportive in this situation, all right? So, what's going on in the release/death department? What are we letting go of? So, no big wins financially right this week. We might be paying out this week instead of bringing money in, okay? So with all the different things you're doing to create a space, create a foundation for what you're doing, you're letting a lot of money out, okay? So money is going out. Not a lot of physical movement. So this is all paperwork and signing of papers, and we're not really ready to move yet. Everything is just money out right now. It's all about contracts and all that other stuff. Read the fine print, make sure you're good. But no, you're not ready to move just yet. It's a bummer, but it's happening. And the solution in the release department is all about the Queen of Cups. So we have an emotionally based feminine energy person. It might be, for my males, for my male Pisces, it might be your wife or your girlfriend, whoever your life partner is in this situation with the feminine energy. In all these situations, it could be you, who is going to be making the big calls here, okay? So the solution is to let this person make the big calls. Release something else that you no longer have to hold on to, okay? Unless it's you. And then you're the one making the big call there, but it's good. There is outlay of money, but it's okay, and this person is handling the business, okay? Cool. Travel and movement. We know that we're not moving on the business right this second. We know that we're not moving yet, but we have the Wheel of Fortune here showing that things are happening, okay? This is a karmic lesson that we're into right now. The movement will be held up by our karma, or it will get going in the right direction. Right now we were talking about going slow and steady, remember? We talked about you needing to slow down a bit, and the slower you can go this week, the better, all right? The Three of Wands is here, blocking your situation in the movement department, and this is about remembering lessons from the past. You're not remembering what happened in the past. You're getting too excited too fast, and you need to slow down a minute and remember those lessons. You're going to repeat some old behaviors or old situations where maybe you're shovel loading just emptying a storage unit and bringing all that crap over and getting rid of that thing because you want to get rid of that payment, only to find out when you get there and you unload, you're like, oh, I only need these, and these, and the whole vision doesn't include these, and these, and I can't use them, so I'm going to put them back in store. Oh, I don't have a storage now. Damn it. Moving too quickly, we've ruined it, okay? So stop, breathe. Don't get rid of the storage unit until you know exactly what you need and you've emptied out what you need for what you're doing, and then you put everything else back, right? You get what you need, and then maybe you shrink it down to a smaller size unit that you need instead of the big one. Or maybe you just want to sell all that stuff. All good. Whatever you decide is fine, but don't don't not see that the movement is going to be too fast for you. Your karma of moving too fast is coming back to haunt you, and you're blocking yourself by not remembering past experiences. We have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you were in charge in the past, and you're in charge now. But you have to remember the lessons from your past experience. You have to remember how you blew it in the past, okay? Because we only learn about power by screwing it up. So now you're stepping into power again, and you don't want to screw it up this time. You want to do better, right? So remember how to take care of your people, be nice to the ones who are helping you load and unload trucks, be careful with what you have. All of these things are important, okay? So do be careful, be cautious, and be ready, all right? So let's talk now about your ambition department. What's getting you up in the morning? All right, Pisces, let's see what's got you going. We have the Tower. Things falling into place. Things are falling where they're supposed to. Not maybe at the pace that you want, because you want everything to go fast, but we also want you to slow down. So the fact that they're falling together is great. The fact that they're falling together a little slower than you expected, perfect. All right? Thing that's blocked is your dreams and goals. Your dreams and goals are not wait a minute. Nope, it's not blocked. Okay, so remember that with these readings, most often the middle card is going to be the blocker, but every now and again my guides tell me no, it's not a block. This is happening just the way it's supposed to. We have everything is falling together, right? Your dreams and goals are coming into vision. This is the Moon card. We're showing that you and your dreams and goals are coming into vision and coming into physical reality. And you're having a big idea. This is awesome. Your big idea is coming through, and it's going to work perfectly, okay? The more you slow down, like I said, the better. So this is good. You're still having people doing, for my spa people, you're like, got people working at home out of chairs in their own living rooms or kitchens, but you're getting it figured out, and you're going to have this place put together in a jiffy, all right? And everyone's going to have a place to work in no time flat. All right, but just take a minute. Don't forget to paint the walls and make it up to code and stuff like that, because clean is important, and doing it right is correct, okay? We're going to look over here now in the friends department. What's going on with your pals? Haha, Ten of Swords. You are in charge with your friends. Your friends are here. You are really appreciating who your friends are, and I feel like you're in charge because in some cases you're hiring some of your friends. Remember, we talked about that some of what's going on here is that your friends do what you do, and you want to help them prosper. So you're like, hey, let's get the team together. Let's build a team. Let's make this happen. And you're the one doing it. So you've got all the license. You're getting all the paperwork done. You're getting the building. You're doing all the stuff. And you're putting out the money to make this happen for you and your friends. Nice. Giving from your heart may be a little more difficult this week. Just know that you've taken on a lot of responsibility, and no wonder you're not feeling the emotions of it all. You're not able to get into that, hey, I love you guys space. You're in that, guys, you need to show up and do the thing I tasked you to, and let's go space. So you're in a boss space, not so much in the, hey, I love you guys, this is going to be great space. So hope they can understand that, because you are taking on the burden of the stress of getting it going and running it. So know what that is and understand what that is. Just be ready and understanding of that, okay? Because, yeah, you are building the foundation. That's perfect. I love this. You and your friends are building a foundation that's going to be strong and beautiful and capable. Look at that beautiful tree. Hello. Yes. So this tree is absolutely about you doing really, really good things and creating a strong foundation with your power, with your friends, and they're going to, I know that you're going to maybe have to have a quick conversation with the whole group and say, all right, when we're here, we're at work. And when we're somewhere else, maybe at a restaurant, we're friends, all right? But I don't want to talk about work all the time, and I don't want to talk about not work all the time either. So when we're here, I don't want to be talking about other stuff. Let's do the business in the business space, Well, and you're going to create boundaries, I think, is what I'm saying. Haha. You want to create boundaries with your friends so that you can maintain the friendship outside of the situation. But also, yeah, you're going to need to, of course, take into consideration their issues and da-da-da-da-da, because it's a business and everybody needs to be cared for. All right? Now then, let's talk about what's going on over here. Half of this was brought up because people needed proper insurance, so I don't know why I said that out loud, but you needed to hear it. So working out a way to make sure your people end up with health insurance is going to be a really good thing. I think it will help a lot. Okay? Now let's talk about the unknown department. This is a factor of what's going on around here. These cards usually represent more than one of these houses or departments. Let's see what we have here. All right. We have the Father of Cups. We have King of Cups. Emotionally based male energy is something that's happening here with the friends, certainly. I think that you're dealing with more cups over here in the job department, yes. And of course, in the heart department and in the death release department. I think you're really trying to keep your emotions out of it, but you're feeling some emotions in that mix. All right. So don't be mad about it. Just understand that there's a lot on the plate. And now this guy here wants to say, hey, we can be strong in our emotions and we can still be sane and talk to each other without having to end up in tears or yelling. Because there's a lot happening and we can handle it, okay? So you're doing good. You're handling it nicely. I like it very much for you. What's blocking in this department? The Five of Cups. Five of Cups right now is showing me that in more than one area here, remembering your lessons from past relationships so that you can move forward in a very smart way. We are talking about over here in your actual relationships, certainly your friends' relationships, your communication style, and in your passions. We want you to remember lessons from your past so that as you move forward, you do it carefully and you give yourself the time you need. Especially here, I see this being very much so about remembering to give yourself the time you need to take care of you, all right? And then when it comes to your health, we want you to pay attention to how you can handle, what you can't handle, and figure that out. Creating good boundaries for what you want to do, okay? Now our solution in the everywhere department, the everywhere department, we have the Temperance card showing that stepping into the flow, right? So we want to let some things go and then like worry about other things, okay? If we try and do everything at once, it's going to hurt us. So remember, we rallied our troops over here in the communication department. We were making it a point to step through the fear over here, which is good. But over here, we're letting go of certain things so that we can move forward. And over here, we're also walking away from certain things so we can move forward. And of course, in the release department, we're doing it. We're setting things free. And of course, in your relationship, you're going to be letting certain things be okay, even though it's hard. All of this is hard, okay? You're doing some really good stuff, but I can see how it is. And here you might be releasing the fact that you're wanting to be more emotional with your friends and you're having to be more bossed up, okay? So pay attention to how that's coming through and be ready to step into the flow in those situations, all right? So this is your reading for the week of the 6th through the 12th. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I really appreciate you all for coming and hanging out and seeing what this is all about. Do comment below and let me know how this works for you. I really appreciate the one and the all of you. My little baby channel is really just growing, so all your likes and subscribes are very clear and obvious to me. I thank you for every single one of them. Do come back next week, and we will be talking about the 13th through the 19th, and we'll see you then. All right, thank you so much.